The eviction notice glared from Sarah's kitchen table. 14 days to vacate. Unpaid bills piled next to a photo of Lily, smiling in her soccer uniform. Morning light exposed the threadbare curtains of their cramped apartment, home since Sarah's husband, Mark, walked out 3 years ago, claiming he needed space. His child support stopped 6 months back, leaving Sarah with nothing but her $2,500 emergency fund. Once an environmental engineer with a bright career, Sarah had scaled back to part-time consulting after Lily's severe asthma diagnosis at age 4. Mark's abandonment crushed their fragile finances. "Mommy, are you okay?" Lily asked, clutching her stuffed rabbit. Sarah forced a smile. "Just thinking, sweetie." Cereal. As she poured, her mind raced maxed out credit cards, no family nearby, no affordable rentals. Lily's school principal had called yesterday. "She's falling asleep in class. Is everything all right?" Sarah blamed late nights, not the neighbors shouting and cigarette smoke seeping through thin walls, triggering Lily's asthma. Scrolling rental listings in her old Honda after dropping Lily at school, Sarah found nothing affordable. Then an ad caught her eye. County tax auction. 15-acre farmstead, Pine Creek. Starting bid $2,000. Sold as is. Photos showed a sagging farmhouse, a faded barn, and overgrown fields. Vacant for a decade. Seized for unpaid taxes, it was 40 minutes from Lily's school, doable with careful budgeting. No mortgage, just taxes she could manage. The catch? It needed serious repairs. Sarah researched all night. Pine Creek was rural, with clean air that could ease Lily's asthma. The local school had solid reviews. Buying a fixer-upper with no farming experience was reckless, but homelessness or a dangerous neighborhood felt worse. By morning, she decided, a roof over their heads, land to call theirs, maybe a chance to sell later. "We're going on an adventure," Sarah told Lily, who bounced excitedly as they drove to the courthouse. The auction room buzzed, but the Pine Creek farm drew no bids. "Sold to bidder 43 for $2,000, the auctioneer declared. Sarah signed the deed, handing over nearly all her savings. The clerk, Mrs. Larson, slid the paperwork over with a wary look. "The Anderson place? Folks say it's got a strange past." Old man Anderson, military type, kept to himself. Rumors of odd deliveries, vehicles at night. Sarah shrugged off the chill. Probably just gossip. A daunting new home. The gravel driveway to the farm was marked by a faded Anderson sign. The farmhouse loomed, gray siding peeling, porch sagging, windows boarded or broken. "It's like a haunted house." Lily squealed, racing to a gnarled apple tree. Sarah's stomach sank. "It just needs love," she said, more to herself. The 15 acres of overgrown fields stretched to dense woods, the barn a dull crimson, its roof patchy. A shed and chicken coop hid in the tall grass. The front door creaked open with the county's key, revealing a dusty interior. Cobwebs draped the ceiling, floorboards groaned. Leftover furniture, a tattered sofa, mismatched dining chairs hinted at abandonment. The first floor had a living room with a stone fireplace, a dining room, a kitchen with rusted appliances, and a study with empty bookshelves. Upstairs, 3 bedrooms and a grimy bathroom waited, one with a child-sized rocking chair that unnerved Sarah. Lily found a door behind the kitchen, leading to a root cellar. Stone steps descended to a dirt floor, shelves holding dusty jars. Sarah's flashlight caught an oddity. A section of the stone wall had faint seams, like a hidden door. Pressing it, she felt it give. With a grinding sound, it opened, revealing a concrete tunnel sloping downward, lined with cinder blocks and metal conduits. Professional, military-grade construction. "Mom, you okay?" Lily called. "I'm fine, sweetie. Just old shelves," Sarah lied, closing the door. Her mind raced. Was this the doomsday shelter Mrs. Larson mentioned? She spent the day listing repairs, electricity, plumbing, windows, roof. By sunset, they camped in the study, sleeping bags on the floor. "Like indoor camping," Lily said. Sarah lay awake, the tunnel haunting her thoughts. What had Robert Anderson built? Was it dangerous? A shocking discovery. Morning brought resolve. Before renovating, Sarah needed answers about the tunnel. She set Lily up with her tablet in the living room and descended to the cellar with a better flashlight. The hidden door opened smoothly. The tunnel stretched 30 feet, turning right into a 40-foot square room with smooth green walls and a 10-foot ceiling. Dark fluorescent fixtures hung above metal shelves, desks with old computers, and a communications console with radios. A nameplate read, Captain R. Anderson, USAF. This was no private bunker, it screamed military. Dust coated everything, untouched for years, but orderly, not ransacked. A filing cabinet held folders labeled Blue Forest Monitoring Station, with terms like aerial anomaly detection and unidentified intrusion tracking. A locked desk drawer and a heavy security door with a keypad lock, ajar, powerless, led to living quarters bunks, a kitchenette, a bathroom, built for long stays. Sarah's foot nudged a keyring with 3 keys and an electronic fob. As she reached for it, engines roared outside. Heart pounding, she pocketed the keys, closed the door, and rushed upstairs. 3 black SUVs parked in front, men in military fatigues and 2 in plain clothes emerging. "Mommy, why are soldiers here?" Lily asked. "Stay in the kitchen, sweetie," Sarah said, smoothing her hair and opening the door. A tall man in his 40s, no insignia, spoke. "MS. Bennett? Major Daniel Pierce, Air Force Special Investigations. We need to discuss this property." Sarah's blood ran cold. "Identification, please?" Pierce's ID looked real. "It's about national security. May we come in?" Hesitating, Sarah said, "My daughter's inside. Can we speak privately first?" Pierce nodded, sending a colleague back to the SUVs. "You bought this property yesterday, correct? Were you aware of its history?" Sarah chose her words carefully. The clerk mentioned the owner was military, reclusive. "That's it." Pierce studied her. "Captain Robert Anderson ran a decommissioned Air Force monitoring station here. Our sensors detected access to it this morning, the first in a decade." "Was that you?" Stunned, they'd monitored the door, Sarah admitted. "I found a hidden door in the cellar and looked inside briefly. I didn't take anything." A woman in plain clothes stepped forward. "Dr. Laura Kessler, DoD Science Division. What did you see?" Sarah described the office, equipment, and living quarters, downplaying details. Pierce and Kessler exchanged glances. "The Blue Forest facility monitored aerial phenomena in the 1980s, Kessler said. Decommissioned in 2013 after Anderson's death, but some technology remains sensitive." "Aerial phenomena? Like UFOs?" Sarah asked. "Unexplained aerial observations," Kessler corrected. "Anderson tracked atmospheric and aerial events for national security." Lily peeked out. "Mom, I'm hungry." Pierce softened. "You must be Lily." Sarah tensed. "How do you know her name?" "Standard background check," Pierce said. "We had to verify who accessed the site." "Dr. Kessler addressed Sarah. "We need to secure materials from the facility. Your cooperation is appreciated." With no real choice, Sarah led them to the cellar, showing the door mechanism. For soldiers entered with gear. Outside, Kessler explained, this region saw unusual aerial activity in the 1980s. The farm's isolation was ideal for monitoring. Anderson, a sensor specialist, posed as a farmer. "Is it dangerous?" Sarah asked. "Not the facility," Pierce said. "It's a monitoring station. But it's classified, so we responded to the access alert." Sarah frowned. "The house has no power. How do your sensors work?" "Independent power and satellite link," Kessler said. "Built to run decades." Pierce added, "You'll need to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Refusal could mean the property is reclaimed for security reasons, with compensation." A new reality. For hours, soldiers removed equipment and documents. Lily, fascinated, asked a soldier, "Are you alien hunters?" He chuckled, "Just Air Force." By afternoon, Pierce declared the extraction done. The facility's cleared. The entrance stays, but locks are disabled. Limit time underground due to air quality. Dr. Kessler presented NDAs, barring Sarah from discussing the facility, Anderson, or its purpose. "What about Lily?" Sarah asked. "Kids talk about secret passages," Kessler said. "Don't confirm military details." Alone again, Sarah and Lily stood on the porch. "Can we see the secret rooms?" Lily asked. "Not now," Sarah said, feeling the keys in her pocket. She hadn't mentioned them, and the military hadn't searched her. That night, unable to sleep, Sarah returned to the facility. Dim lights flickered, tied to the house's restored electricity. Anderson's desk drawer opened with a key from the ring, revealing a leather journal, maps marked with local sites, and a strange device like a logo-less smartphone. The journal, Anderson's personal notes from 1989 to 2013, detailed sightings of lights and objects, dismissed by his superiors as atmospheric anomalies. A 2001 entry read, "Permission to share with NASA denied. 20 years of data says otherwise." The final entry, days before his 2013 death, chilled her. "They're shutting us down. Too much evidence. I've hidden the truth where they won't look. The land will protect it." Maps marked a spot in the northern woods. The device, paired with the fob, was inscrutable. Sarah locked everything back, overwhelmed. Was Anderson delusional, or had he uncovered something profound? A new purpose? For 2 weeks, Sarah focused on repairs, patching the roof, fixing windows, restoring utilities, hiring Mrs. Larson's nephew, Tom, for bigger jobs. "Folks don't ask about the Anderson place," Tom said, replacing porch boards. Lily thrived at her new school, her asthma vanishing in the clean air. Sarah resumed remote consulting, using the study as an office. The journal, hidden under a floorboard, drew her nightly. Anderson's entries suggested he believed the phenomena weren't earthly. A month in, Sarah followed the map's red circle to the northern woods with Lily, who brought a metal detector from the shed. Near a turtle-shaped rock, the detector beeped. Sarah dug, uncovering a metal plate with a keyhole. The smallest key opened it, revealing a waterproof box. At home, Sarah opened it privately. A portfolio of Anderson's unofficial research, a metallic cylinder projecting a 3D star map, and a data storage device with odd connectors. The portfolio detailed 25 years of phenomena, photos of structured craft, spectral analyses, Anderson's theories of non-human technology. A 1998 entry noted maneuvers impossible for human pilots or known materials. The storage device, paired with the desk's device, revealed files, videos, data, communication attempts. Anderson wasn't a conspiracy theorist, but a scientist documenting the extraordinary. Sarah needed an ally. Recalling Dr. Kessler's hint about fertile soil, she tested samples, finding unusual mineral and microbial profiles. At Pine Creek's Agricultural Research Station, Dr. Michael Tran analyzed them. "The Anderson place?" he said, intrigued. "Unusual geology." He'd studied Anderson's drought-resistant plants with unique DNA, possibly altered by phenomena. "The soil's safe," Tran assured. "It boosts plant growth, nutrition, pest resistance." Tran revealed Anderson studied environmental effects, believing the farm was a contact point. His 2013 death, a heart attack, was suspicious after he planned to go public. Tran offered to analyze Sarah's findings off-record. Anderson wanted this knowledge shared, not buried. A breakthrough. Sarah's garden exploded. Tomatoes ripened in 6 weeks. Carrots doubled in size. "Magic plants," Lily said. Sarah explained the soil's uniqueness, dodging Lily's alien question. At night, Sarah observed from the barn loft, using Anderson's salvaged gear and new cameras. For weeks, nothing. Then, in July, lights appeared, pulsating orbs moving in geometric patterns, defying physics. One descended, beaming light on the garden for 30 seconds. By morning, the garden had advanced months overnight. Lily, seeing it, said, "The aliens helped, like they did Anderson." Sarah shared the footage with Tran, who was stunned. "This is beyond Anderson's records. They're enhancing agriculture." They formed a plan. Sarah would document, Tran would analyze, involving trusted scientists. Anderson would be proud, Tran said. In September, an orb hovered outside the loft, pulsing in a Fibonacci sequence Lily had made with stones, suggesting deliberate communication. Tran's team, including a physicist and anthropologist, debated responses, mathematical patterns to signal back. Sarah and Lily added subtle designs to the property. A legacy. Renaming the farm Bennett Acres after her grandmother, Sarah transformed it. The house was restored. The garden donated surplus to food banks. The barn became a lab. Lily adapted, her asthma gone, helping with secret science missions. Sarah proposed sustainable farming techniques, masking their origin. The facility stored Anderson's archive, supplemented by her high-resolution data. Visitations continued, twice monthly, sometimes interacting with the land. Sarah felt chosen, her engineering skills aligning with Anderson's mission. One night, a lone light pulsed the Fibonacci sequence, then vanished. "Message received," Sarah whispered. "We're listening, and we're not afraid."